Good morning. Are you ready for a simultaneous sip? All right. Dan says it's a ghost. I don't know what it is. All right, let's do this. So my message in my book was about the idea that if you see suffering and loss, you're not allowing real thoughts. So the world reflects my real thoughts. So kind of an interesting concept. She tells about a guy, Mike Politic, who when 42 years old was diagnosed with Parkinson's, but the doctor said within a decade he couldn't walk or stand or feed himself. And so 7 years later they tried this procedure where they use this drug Nutriuren, and they have to put it in his brain and drill through 2 holes in his skull. So he got the operation. Almost immediately his shaking disappeared, his mobility improved, speech was clear, he climbed, he started heli skiing, running marathons, whatever. And by April 2013, they learned that those experimental Parkinson trials had failed, and really those Nutriuren injections worked no better than the placebo. So her doctor kind of hated to tell him, because he had the belief that he was cured, and really he had undergone the placebo, the sham surgery. He'd never received the Nutriuren. So what he got, what Pam says he got, is a miracle. He replaced meaningless thoughts with the ultimate truth. He gave up the insane belief that he was a body, that he could suffer. Meaningful beliefs, the divine perfection restored him to truth. So I kind of do not like to hear or see people suffering and thinking about suffering and always talking about what they're suffering with. Instead, I like to hear them say, "Oh, I'm really healthy, I'm doing fine." And yeah, I think that with older people that sort of happens. They talk about what they can't do rather than what they can do. I'm hoping that won't happen with my mom. She had to go for an appointment yesterday. I was able to have coffee with her and my sister. And so it was really great. But then we didn't know when we'd see each other, because we only see each other if she's allowed out for doctor's appointments. And so we were commenting about we didn't know when that next would be. But then she's saying, "Oh, well, this sore is coming back, and I'm still sore from this and that." And oh, Lord. It was like, okay, we'll make an appointment to check on that. And people around her are sick, and that's what they talk about. So I tried very hard to talk about positive things, other things to look forward to, books she'd read, stuff like that. So hopefully you can do that with other people. Talk about what is good in their life, not what they're suffering through. Hi, Heather. And hopefully you can put a positive spin on the way things are, not look at the suffering, because we're all looking at a mirror of ourselves, which is why I'm always telling myself to have a great day. I'm talking to you, but I'm sort of talking to myself. All right. So take positive thoughts into the day today. Okay. Have a good one.